Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG with OP10 on the horizon. I figured let's revisit Usopp. I haven't played him in a few weeks now. And let's try and innovate the list a little bit. Because that list that won the event is really good list, don't get me wrong. But it's always fun to try and brew your own stuff. So I've been trying a few different cards in here. The one that I first wanted to try was Tempest Kick. Because you do get to 10 in trash reasonably fast. Sort of the turn after your Rebecca turn is sort of when you might be at 10 in trash. It's going to depend heavily on how many Zoros you're playing. And of course the Cavendish, Rebecca and Leo all help fill your trash too. But I was thinking Tempest Kick combines pretty nicely with things like Kairos to hit an 8 or Zoro to hit a 7. There's quite a few relevant 7s and 8s in the format at the minute. 8 cost Kid, 7 cost Ben Beckman, 8 cost Rayleigh. So I wanted to try it out. Honestly, was quite underwhelmed by the card. It was mostly just becoming a draw one. I was drawing this too much in the early game, and then in the late game, it was just becoming a card I didn't need. So, not super sold on this. I don't think it's great, but you feel free to experiment with it yourself. If you have a different experience with Tempest Kick, let me know. So then I decided to try out a couple of this Luffy over the other Luffy, the 7 cost Rush double attack Luffy. This guy's okay. When he's good, he's very good. Getting your opponent to trash a card. Often they're going to have a card they're not worried about, but it makes your math a lot easier. And it's still pretty reasonable. You don't really care about your cards in trash. Especially with a build like this that's not playing King Kong Gun. So getting them to send back a few is not bad. Also got a couple of games with the Jozu. This is mostly just supplemental copies of Kairos, but I mean, if you don't see Kairos, the deck feels pretty mid. So I think a couple of copies of Jozu is decent. Unfortunately not Destroza if he doesn't gain Rush, but hey. With that said, hope you enjoy these games. This is still very much a work in progress. We're experimenting plenty with this list still, but let's get into it. Got a game into Purple Luffy, and they are going first. Of course. Zoro's very good. The rest of his hand is not great. I think we'll keep. We'll just cycle out the Tempest Kick immediately. Yeah, sure. Kairos. Kairos is decent. Another Zoro is nice. And the turn. We're going to block his initial 5 with the Barto. And then he's going to ramp up, play a guy. Just a Bon Clay, okay. Slightly less afraid of that. Could go with the Corridor Coliseum, right? Yeah, I think we'll go 8 Corridor. And then next turn, we'll Zoro his what's it? No, we should just keep on top of the board, right? Yeah, we should just keep on top of the board. Going to be the most important thing in this matchup is just keeping on top of that board. Going 5 and 5, we'll take this one. No trigger. Going to ramp up again. This is going to be... Oh, wow, no Luffy Taro. That's rough. That is rough. Hey, what can you do? Take it when you can get it. We could just red rock this. I don't love it though. We can bounce it next turn with Kairos. How much do I value? Yeah, I think Frankie, Coliseum, Leo is going to be the move, right? Yeah, let's go 5. Yeah, Frankie, Coliseum, Leo seems good. Go 6. Take, go down to 2 already. Interesting. We'll go Coliseum. Leo, rest Coliseum. Gonna grab a... Don't need any more Zoros. Probably gonna grab... Oh, we can't grab anything that useful, actually. We'll grab Zoro Ideo. Gonna return the rest of those, and then we'll just ditch one of the Zoros. Then we'll play out Frankie for 4. End the turn. So Frankie can block a hit, bring back Barto. Frankie's going to block the Sangoro hit. So we'll give him no blocker Dio here. Resolve. Use this first. Card action. Get another Kyros. Let's bring back Barto. Little blocker there. Rush Luffy, sure. You can either get rid of one of our dudes or get us down to 2. He's going to get rid of the Zoro. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Probably just going to red rock this Luffy, I think. It doesn't leave us much room to get rid of the Sangoro, which is a little bit of a shame. We could Kyros the Sangoro. Then he's got this Luffy sticking around. No Rebecca sucks. No Rebecca is not great. It's just whether we want to establish the Kyros, and it probably is better to establish the Kyros. We still have a blocker. Let's go 6. Yeah. Let's go 6 life. Because he's never going to let either of these through. We may as well at least get a 2k. And then we'll play the Kyros, bounce this. Sangoro in hand is not that useful. Like, he can play out with the Luffy Taro. But it's a fairly low, like, value play. Compared to maybe playing out like another Rush Luffy, could be pretty good. Looks like he is going to be going for that, though. I don't love countering this one, but if we... I guess we can just block this one and get the draw now, and then take the Luffy swing. Yeah, it's going to be the best move, right? We get a Frankie. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. Luffy Taro comes down, plays out Zorojuro. Gonna go with the search. Not bad. We are on 10, so we can do... Oh, this is very tasty, actually. We can do Red Rock plus Zoro. That is tasty. I'm a fan. All he's going to have is this Luffy Taro. We won't have any blockers. But we'll get a couple of swings through on his life as well. Yeah, this is 100% the move. 1 to 5. He'll counter this one for sure. Gives the Onami. Surprised he didn't give the Sangoro, honestly. Then we'll go 9. Take. Zoro. Press that. Go to that. Red Rock. Go to that. End the turn. Got rid of 2 guys. Establish a 6k. Not the best turn in the world, but I think it was pretty damn efficient. I really do. 1 to 5. We'll counter out this one. Don't need this Rebecca Searcher. 8 to 5. What's this going to be? 9 for Luffy then. If it's 9 for Luffy, we can go like Blocker City next turn maybe. Or push for game. Just take. 9 for Big Mum. Sure. He's going to put Zoro in the life. Unfortunate that we don't get the draw there, but I made my bed. Now I've got to lie in it. We can do Soldier Kyros to bounce the Luffy Taro. It's not too bad. Could even just do Kyros, bounce our own Leo, and then ram into the Taro again. Okay. I do like getting blockers down as well. Got a lot of choices here. Got with 10 into Luffy Taro. See what he does with that one. Gonna give us 3. Okay. I'm just not that familiar with this matchup. That's why we're testing, right? That's why we're testing. I think Frankie Adio is going to be really strong just to get the blockers down. So that's 6. We've got 3 more Don. We do 5-5 at life, or we could just do 8. I don't like 8 because of Gum Gum, right? Honestly, let's do 5-5, get a couple cards out of him. Cool. Then let's go Frankie, Hideo, and the turn. 2 blockers, 2 life. He's got 2 life. He's down to 5 cards. Does have all 10 done. His board is getting pretty spooky, but I think with these blockers, we're in an alright spot. We're going to go no blocker on that one. Then we'll go with the one-legged soldier. No, let's go with the Barto. It's going to be another 9 cost, either a Luffy or a Lin. Gonna block this one. Draw a card. We getting a Dio, not bad. We'll bring back Barto. We'll take this one. No trigger. And it's a 9 for Luffy, sure. We can't go down to 0. Just have to block. Tempest Kick's not bad. We do have 10 in trash. We could Tempest Kick Kairos, bounce Luffy Taro. And then attack the Kairos maybe into something. Or even... Yeah, that's not bad, actually. I think we do want 2 for Hideo. We're not really going to have any Dons to put anywhere. Let's do 5 into 5. Nine into 5. Nine into 9 because we can. This can't attack leader, but it can attack Lin. There's that Sangora that we bounced 1 million moons ago. And here's a Hideo. We've got 2 blockers. We've got a decent amount of counter in hand. We've got 4, 6, 7k, which is pretty good for 5 cards, right? We do know our last life is a brick. Okay, Sanji comes down, can rest one of our blockers. That's pretty good. That is pretty good, actually. 75, but we've got to counter this one. Oh, no blocker. Sabo. Leo. He goes 8 here. We win. Let me think about this. We block this one. If we take, we just lose. Because he can go 9-11. We can't counter the 9. We have to block. Yeah, we have to block. There's no choice. Sorry, counter. He can swing board. We will block this one and hope that we draw a 2k, right? Another 2k. We've got to go for game here. He's got 1 for Gum Gum, 1 open. So I think we start with 11. He takes, we go 13. He doesn't take and counters. We have to split with Leo, right? I think it's the best line. We've demanded quite a bit of counter from him this game. It's the only line, right? Because we can't deal with the board anymore. Certainly not with this hand. And he's cooked. Okay, so he's going to counter this one. Let's see what he's left with at the end of this. Okay, 3 cards. What's our best split? We can do... It's just 7-8, right? We can split with the Barto instead of the Leo. That is slightly better. We can do 7-9 or 8-8. We do 7-9, right? Because if he counters the 7, then we split with the Leo. We do like 5-6. Yeah, this is our next best move. We'll do 7 with Barto. Okay. 5 with Leo. You're telling me there's a chance? Oh, he got us. That was a good one. That was a close game, man. GG's. That was a crazy game. I really enjoyed that one. We did lose, unfortunately. And I think potentially on the turn where I swung, it was either 10 or 11 into one of the tapped characters. I should have swung lead. But yeah, that was a good one. GG's. If you're still watching, do consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me out. And you'll get more One Piece videos like these in your feed. Got a game into Lim. Don't like that hand. Hand's alright. He did unfortunately get to go first. Always their better curve when they get to go first. We'll go with Leo first. Rest this. Next, we're going to play up the corridor. Next turn we can do Zoro. It only gets rid of a 4, which is a little tricky because his guys are all 5s. But maybe we're playing Cavendish. Gonna grab the Kiros for sure. That's gonna be a very important part. I think I am actually gonna ditch the Zoro. That feels weird. Maybe we're just ditching the Hideo or the Barto. Yeah, because if he does play out a 3, there's no way he plays a 3, right? There's just no way. I'm going to ditch the Zoro here. Yeah. Then we'll just deploy this stage. Yeah, because on the 3, he's going to play out a 5 cost, right? I don't know which one. Many to choose from. Many such cases. We'll take this one. No trigger. Then we'll see what he plays out for 3. It is going to be... it was a 3 cost. Man, punished, I guess. Hey-ho. We get the Zoro off the top. Right, let's go 5 into the Lim. See what he does with that. He is going to counter. I honestly think I'm going to play out the Cavendish because we get another swing and we get another card out. And we get a little bit of a cycle ourselves. And we can always do the Zoro next turn if we really need it. Another Kairos. I don't think we need 2 Zoros. I think 1 Zoro is going to be very good. 2 is going to be a little too crazy. You get an Ezo out there. Okay. We've gotten a good few cards out of him. Starving Lim is usually a pretty reasonable strategy. Here's another Lim. So that is pretty good. You can't complain about that. So all his stuff is going to get to stand up, sadly. Which is not what I like to see. 5 on 5, and then it's going to be another 5 on 5. We'll counter out both of these, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, we will. We'll counter out both of these. I think it's okay. Yeah, and then at the end of the turn, everything is going to get... No, it's not. It's not. This Lim doesn't get to stand up. Now, that's pretty good, actually, you know? That is pretty good. Because we can now swing into this. Very nice. Do 7 into 5. Draw 2, trash 1. I don't know if we need 3 Kairos, necessarily. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way you counter that, right? There's no way, bro. There's absolutely no way. I'm going to swing 5, see if we can bait him to block. Because if we can, then the Zoro is going to go hard. Let's go. Now we get to swing another 7, I think. I think we just go all in. Demand a 2k. He does have one. So I'm not sure if that was that great for him. He is going to be able to play out his Zoro if he has it, the 9 cost Zoro. But with only one blocker, we can pressure it because he doesn't have a lot of cards in hand. So it's not free. 5 on 5. Gonna go no on that one. 6 where? 6 into Cavendish. No, we're also gonna go no on that one. And we'll give him the Barto. And then this is 9 for Zoro, right? And then Dofi's gonna stand back up. I probably could have took that and gone down to 2. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's a tough call. Okay, it's not Zoro. Interesting. Another Dofi. Why not? And then a Sakazuki. Okay, I respect that a lot. That's pretty good, actually. For him. Not for us. We can bounce one of these Dofis and then attack into the Saka with Kiros. That seems pretty good. Yeah, that's going to be the move, right? Let's do that first. Try and clear this Sakazuki. There's no way he gives us 2-1 here. There's just no way. I mean, you could block, but like... I guess you could block. Then you lose your Dofi. And I guess he does block. Fine. Let's do 7 more into Sakazuki. We'll get the 1k out of him. He does have another one of these Dofis, but again, I don't think he's gonna want to give us that. That gives us the Mihawk instead. That's fine. Then we'll swing 5. We'll finally get him down to 3. And then we'll pass it over. End the turn. I'm not sure I agree with some of the decisions he's been making. I'm not going to lie. 5. I'm going to counter this one because if he really wants to clear our Zoro, I'm not that worried about it. We'll give him the... probably the Soldier. Yeah, if he really wants to attack Sakazuki into Zoro, that's honestly fine. I'm not that worried. Then likely he is going to play out that Doflamingo blocker once more. What's he going to do with the rest of the Don? Not sure. Maybe an RDO. RDO is pretty good. We've got another Kiros. We can bounce that Doflamingo once more and attack into his board. The Kiros is just so good in this matchup. I am debating whether or... yeah, we'll definitely take that. I was about to say I was going to debate whether or not ditching the 3rd Kiros was the best choice. But I guess we got another one anyway. What a time to be alive. Doflamingo going to stand up. Why not? Well, let's just do this. Get rid of that. Then we'll attack Sakazuki. Yep, he lets it go. Then I think we'll attack the RDO. Then we'll use the Leo for the last one Don. He can use his effect plus give us a 1k, but we're still just like draining cards, and then we're going to get 2 swings through on his life, right? Which is pretty good. Yeah, it gives us the Doflamingo. 5. 6. Deploy Leo. Press the stage. Gonna grab... don't really need many of these. Just gonna grab some 2Ks, I think. Maybe Rebecca. Rebecca's not bad. Yeah, we'll grab Rebecca, Sabo, and return those. Ditch the stage, pass the turn. The next turn, I think we just go for game. He's down to 5 cards. He is going to have his 1 Don from his RDO. Sorry, his free 2k from his RDO. He wants to kill Zoro. Fine. He can't push for game. 9 cost Zoro, much too slow at this point. I think we're in a decent spot here. Yeah, I do think he maybe defended his characters a little bit too much. But it's hard to say when you don't know what's in their hand. The fact that he didn't see the 9 cost Zoro is pretty nice for us. That card's pretty tricky to deal with if you don't see Red Rock. And obviously he doesn't know that, but we haven't seen Red Rock. I will counter out of this one. Give him the Jozu. The Kiros is simply better. He wants to attack our Zoro. It's fine. 9 on 5. We'll take this one. Not defending that. Never in a million years. Then we'll see what he's got here. Another RDO would be pretty good. Sure, he's going with Kid. Okay. But he doesn't have any blockers, so... I don't know what to say about that. Let's go with a 10 from Kiros. He's going to use his effect and give us 1 card. Now I'm going to go 12 with Kiros. Demands every card in his hand if it's 2/2/1. If not, the kid's gone. The kid is gone. Excellent. I will hold 2 for Ideo just in case. We've got a decent amount of counter though. Right, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay. Let's go 7 with Zoro, right? Because he should counter this one. Otherwise, he's in danger of 10. And there's the game. Yeah, okay. He actually couldn't counter the 7. Just 2k counter. Tricky endgame for him. I don't know if the kid... I don't know about the kid. I feel like playing RDO and just keeping 2 Don open for the 2 RDO effect might have been better. Try and clear one of our dudes. The Zoro. And then just try and survive. But I guess it was pretty tricky for him regardless, right? Yeah, I think the early game we were able to just develop enough of these Kiros. And this card's great in the matchup because all their stuff is 5 or less pretty much. So, hey, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. On Usopp Mirror, our opponent's chosen to go second. We've got a really good late game hand, but absolutely nothing for the early game, so I think I'm going to mulligan. And we still have nothing for the early game, which is not amazing. At very least we can go with Barto next turn. Does have the Leo, very nice. So our opponent got a very good opening. Having both the stage and the Leo. I'd love to see those, but alas. Grabs 7 cost Luffy and Ideo, not bad. He's going to ditch a Rebecca. We've got Leo of our own. Don't love resting my leader to do it, but I think we will. We're going to grab the Ideo here for sure, and then probably just a 2k. Ditch the Zoro, he's useless in this matchup. So yeah, we'll grab Ideo, Sabo, and the rest of those there. Ditch the Zoro, and then we'll play out Ideo for 2. Then when our opponent swings, we'll just block with the Ideo. For a card. Very nice. Sure. That's fine. Rebecca's great. Rebecca is great. I think we're just going to go with the Cavendish this turn. Although we could go with the Sabo. He's not bad to get down, you know. And being 5, our opponent's not going to be able to remove him next turn unless he has a Jozu. Playing the Cavendish is also pretty good, though. We could... Next time we're going to be doing Rebecca. We're going to be doing Rebecca, Kiros, something. I think getting Sabo down now seems good to me. Let's go 6 at life. He'll probably take this hit. You never know, though. Could give us a 2k. Not the worst one to give us a 2k here. I'm going to take... I think I will deploy the Sabo. Then if he tries to remove one of our things like Cavendish later, we can just bring it back. Not too bad. Speaking of Cavendish, there is Cavendish. Really good. 6 into 5, we'll give a 2k on that one. And then we'll take this 7. 5, sure, Ideo, sure. We'll take... Yeah, we'll take this here. No trigger. There's Ideo. So we... Yeah, it's going to be the Rebecca, playing out the Kyros and the Cavendish. If we go 5 life first, yeah, 5 life first is the move, because we've got to make him make a choice. If he takes, then he's not going to get to use leader effect. If he counters, he's going to have less counter. I think he should just counter this one. I'm going to do the blocker now. I don't think that's correct. Now let's go with the Rebecca. Play out Kyros and Cavendish. Bounce Cavendish. Okay, can't use the leader effect. We don't have the stage. I completely forgot we don't have the stage. Oh well. I'm so used to getting the stage every game. Now I guess this is how fair Usopp feels about the stage. That's funny. Oh well, okay. Monkey D. Luffy comes down. Pretty good character. Pretty good character. Yeah, man, no stage. Wow. Didn't even think about it. Plays out his Sabo rested. Got a few different options of things he can do here. We do really want to protect this Cavendish. I'm not going to lie. Because we need the draw at this point. 5 and 5. I will counter out of this one though. Next turn, we're maybe looking at this Luffy. We need to see stage. We really need to see stage. If he wants to like put a Don here and ram it into Cavendish, then he will get it. Sadly. He's thinking hard. He's thinking hard. Tough call, I know. Tough call. Seven's a dish. I'm going to give him a 2 here. Which 2? The soldier. Does he have 7? He doesn't have 7. Yeah, you can have that. Use the card action. We'll draw a card. There's the stage! Look at us go. We're so powerful. He's got 6 in hand. Right, 6 in hand. Okie dokie. Where do we start? This is going to be pretty nice. We can make him lose a card. We do have enough in here. Well, we're always playing this, right? Yeah, we're always playing that. So let's just keep it simple. Start with that. And I think we want to try and remove this first. Yeah. Because we've got the option of either the Cavendish or the Luffy, right? Do 5 on Sabo, see what he wants to do with that. If he counters, like, yes, it brings him closer to his leader effect, but I don't think it's that good. He is going to counter. Hey. Let's go 9 to 7. Lets it go. Draws a card. Okay. Now I think we're going with the Luffy. And we're going to go 7, 5. Use the card action. Send back. What do we not need? We don't need this. We don't need this. And we don't need this. We have to trash a card. And then counter a 7 on 5. He's already used his leader effect as well. Then from here, we're probably just going 6-6. He did have an excess stage, so it's not the biggest loss for him, but wow, they're actually going to counter that. That is crazy. Didn't expect that. Go 5 and 5. Do you really want to save this Sabo? No. Interesting. Now we'll go 7 into Zoro. Definitely don't need this. And he concedes. Yeah, he couldn't save his Zoro. Yeah, interesting that I don't know why he chose to save that Sabo quite so much. That was a little crazy. But yeah, I think from this position, we were just going to win. He can out the Cavendish, maybe clear one of our guys. We've got another Kyros. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot here. Shame we didn't get to play out the rest of that one. That was looking like a really good game, and the Luffy was actually kind of popping off. Hey, either way, we'll play to our opponent. Let's move on. So, hope you enjoyed those games with Usopp. Let me know what you thought. Let me know where I went wrong. And let me know what you think of the list. I'm not sure this Luffy's worth it. I'm also not convinced yet by Jozu, but Jozu does feel reasonably decent, especially on the even curve, because we're often playing out guys like the Leo and the Rebecca that we're happy to pick up again, right, just for 1k. So we've always got something to bounce, and 6, remover 6 is just very efficient, so I think he's decent at 2. I think maybe this Luffy should probably just be the other one. But I was just getting stuck with a lot of bricks in some games, because your Zoro's a brick, your Cavendish is a brick, Stage is obviously a brick, as is your Red Rock. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think if you're an Usopp main already. Let me know what your list is looking like. Might just be going back to the original list that won the tournament for the next video. We'll see. More experimentation definitely needed. But hey, I hope you enjoy these games. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.